Good morning, everyone. Surprise, I'm making a video. It's been a while. So I know I have threatened in years past to do some garden videos. So now that seed starting is in full force, I decided let's make a garden video from the beginning of the season. So I am going to show you my seed starting setup. And at the moment, let's see, today is Saturday, March 25th, and we are expecting a winter storm, which may be borderline blizzard today. 9 inches of snow and 40-mile-an-hour winds. And so maybe I'll even take you along when I have to go plow the driveway in the middle of the storm. That's fun. It really is. I like to plow the snow. Anyway, so let's get started and I will show you how I figure things out around here, and let's go and check the seeds. Okay, so this is the first stop for seeds that need heat. We did move, so this is a new house that we built. So this is actually my laundry room, and this half of the laundry room is for all my floral and soap making, whatever activities that I do. But there's out the window. See, the snow has not started yet, but it's coming. So on this counter, I put seeds that need heat and light. So for instance, I have had out here the geraniums. I've got poppies, impatiens, and then down here are seed trays that need like mid-60s but dark. So they're down here on the floor. Turns out we have in-floor heat on the first floor, and we keep it in the high 60s, exact temperature that a lot of my seeds need. So my tile floor is one giant propagating mat. So that's exciting. And then out here, we have a tile floor, and this is 60s and dark. There's nothing out there now, but at one point I had 6 trays of pansies out here. So there's Sky cleaning out Clark's. So here's the first rack. Now in years past, I have shared on my Instagram page my seed starting, and our living room became the greenhouse. So you've seen this setup before. It was in our living room at our previous house. That's not possible with this house, so our garage has now become the greenhouse. But let's take a look at what the first sprouts are. Yeah, so as I mentioned, I've got 6 trays of pansies. Frizzle Sizzle Raspberry. This is a Manola Aqua. I hope these turn out. Not very many have sprouted. Just an amazing green, blue aqua color for a viola. Here's some more pansy. Frizzle Sizzle Lemonberry. Those are coming up well. And I've got a variety of pansies and violas here. That tray looks awesome. I've never grown geraniums before, and then maybe it was Laura at Garden Answer. She was growing geraniums, and I thought, you can grow geraniums? I thought that was something that had to be done with cuttings and big nurseries and all of that stuff, but no. So these are Maverick Orange, and in the back I have straw flowers. This one we're still waiting to come up. This was my first sowing of snapdragons. Yeah, I don't see anybody coming up yet. These require light to germinate. And these lights do get pretty hot, so there is some warmth coming at the top. Another tray of violas. This seed, we'll see if what happens. Onions take a very long time. This is older seed, so we'll see what happens. Hi, Sky. On this one is sitting on a heat. Okay, stop licking me. Yeah, I don't need to be, no, stop. I don't need to be licked. Sky, Sky. Yeah, I don't need to be licked. Thank you. Thank you for licking me. I appreciate it. Okay. I'm trying to grow some flowers for the window boxes for the flower shop I work at. And so these are petunias. They're supposed to be super easy. The smallest seeds, like smaller than a poppy seed. They were actually highly annoying because, I mean, they were so small, using the toothpick method was impossible because they're so small and dust-like. So we'll see what happens there. Another tray of pansies, variety of colors. They're slow to come up, but they're coming up. This is a tray of impatiens, also for the flower shop, for the window boxes. They're slowly making their way up. They need light to germinate. And these are geraniums for the flower shop. And down here, what's this one? Oh, poppies and petunias. They need warmth and light. And lettuce. And again, some of this seed was old, so we'll see what happens. Yeah, we'll see what happens. And then I went to Lowe's and bought a bunch of peonies, just the roots for peonies. So I'm sprouting the roots, the rooted peony roots, I should say. And this is it's not Proven Winners. This is just a can that I'm using over. A fig, Chicago Hardy fig. I had a fig in the house for years. It got ginormous and it would get fruit, but never once were they edible. I don't know. So I'm trying again, and this one is hardy to zone 5. We are a zone 5B. So I might be leaving this one outside all winter. And the other one I brought inside. In the big pot, I'm sprouting some elephant ear bulbs. And those are sweet pea seeds. And that's just half of the sweet pea seeds. The other half, I'll show you, they're out on the deck. They need cold weather to stay nice and stocky. But I'll reveal how I'm growing those and where I learned that from. So I do have to set up another rack like this one, because next week it's game on with tomatoes and the 6 to 8 week type things. And I'll need lots of space if you've seen my Instagram photos. All right, let me show you the sweet pea seeds that are already sprouting. Oh, and over here, these are, I'm trying to pre-sprout ranunculus forms for the flower shop. And they need about 55 degrees, which is, did one of the dogs get in here? What's going on here? Oh, why are these out of the soil? I hope that little puppy of my daughter's didn't get in there. But anyway, so they are on the garage floor next to the garage door to stay cooler because this garage is heated. But we're going to sprout those and then stick them into larger containers or the ground, whichever comes first. Okay, so it's about, it's starting to snow. It's about 35 degrees outside. And what I'm doing is I'm following the instructions. that you can find on Ardelia Farm. This is where I bought a lot of, not all, but a lot of my sweet pea seeds, and they have an entire multi-page guide on how to grow sweet pea seeds. And so I'm following this year. So I had these in the garage on the floor where you saw the other ones. Okay. And then you move them to a cold location. They want you to keep them 35 to 50 degrees. And, oh, here's an aside. So this guy, that was supposed to be last night's dinner, a pot roast. I prepared the pot roast. Well, I preheated the oven, prepared the pot roast. We have a double oven on our stove. So I preheated one oven, put the pot roast in the other oven, and didn't realize it. Clarky, didn't realize it until the mashed potatoes were done. So we have dinner for tomorrow night because we also are making lasagna for tonight's dinner. Anyway, so this is what I'm doing to provide a little bit of insulation and protection from the wind. So here, as soon as they sprout, I'm bringing them outside to this. And you can see I've got a temperature gauge in here. And as long as it doesn't go below, I gathered twigs in the yard for a fire because we're snuggling down for the storm. But that's how we're doing it. And they should stay short and stocky according to Ardelia's directions. They will self-branch when you grow them in the cold like this, as opposed to under lights and they get all leggy and then you have to pinch them. So I will keep you posted on that. We'll see how it goes. It's a gorgeous day after the snowstorm. It's supposed to be 40 today. The snow is already falling off the trees. I am going to get the tractor and mow. I'm not mowing today. I am going to snow blow the driveway. We got quite a bit of snow. We got a lot of snow. It's gorgeous. I bet there's probably close to 10 inches of snow on the ground. I have to plow this whole thing. Okay. I need fuel. It's not gas. I've been corrected. Fuel. And the unspoken rule is I plow, he keeps it fueled up. Well, It's on empty. I've never put fuel in the Kubota before. We'll see. Okay. All right. Where's the gas tank? Honestly, I'm assuming that's the gas tank. Ultra low. Diesel fuel only. Okay. Okay. All right. Wish me luck. Okay. I don't know how much I put in. It's not full, but there's no way to tell. Unless, of course, it overflows. So, now I smell like fuel. All right, let's see. Oh, we have a quarter tank. Without having to put more gas in. All right, so here's, may or may not have mentioned, I've been trying to grow tulips in pots. So of course, when you live someplace very cold like this, you cannot use any stoneware, terracotta, anything like that, because it will crack with the freezing and melting and the expansion of the ice in the pot. And I desperately would like to be like the English gardeners and have pots and pots of tulips. Well, this is my latest experiment. Last year, I've done it twice where I kept them in the garage because our other garage was unheated and it would get fairly cold in there. But it was too warm and they were starting to bloom, not bloom, but they were sprouting in February. Well, that just doesn't work. So then last fall, I planted, so I'm on the side of my husband's garage, and these are on the north side of the building, so they are out of, pretty much protected from the north wind, and they are protected from the west, where we get a lot of our storms and wind from the west. So I've got 2 crates, bulb crates full down there, and all of these black pots have tulips in them. So as soon as, and they're frozen, so I can't move them yet. They're stuck to the ground, and they're heavy. But hopefully it won't be too long and I will be able to move these and put them in position. So hopefully that experiment works this year. All right, so this has been a lot of fun, just getting back into making videos. So I'm gonna close up this first garden video. I am tucked away out of the wind in the sunshine, having a Madeline cookie and a cup of hot chocolate, hanging with Mr. Clark, Sky, enjoying this beautiful day. I always enjoy a nice spring snowstorm because they melt fast. It's 43 right now. It's supposed to be over 40 the next 2 days, and then of course it dips again, but hopefully this is the last of the snowstorms. But they're fun because they melt fast. Anyway, have a great day. Are you gardening yet? Tell me where you are and whether or not you garden and what's your favorite thing to grow. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you soon. Bye.